Up with KREM begins now.
Good morning. It is time to rise and shine here on your Friday. Thanks for waking up with us here on the show. I'm Tim Pham.
And I'm Nicole Hernandez. Our meteorologist Thomas Patrick is on vacation today, so
again? I'm kidding.
I
I'm deflecting because I was on vacation
You were gone for so long. Seriously though, I am taking care of weather today, and he left me with another very busy forecast. I swear, every time he leaves, something happens,
Thomas,
right?
No more vacation for you.
Right? Today, what we're talking about is wind. It is going to be quite windy today. We have wind advisories in effect for parts of our region. It's basically all of central and eastern Washington under the wind advisories right now. They start at between 2 and 5 p.m. in the afternoon, depending on where you are, and then they last until 11 o'clock tonight. Even North Idaho right on the edge of being under those wind advisories, so region-wide, we are going to be dealing with gusts up to 45 miles per hour. Beautiful look over the pavilion right now, about 42 degrees here in Spokane specifically. Across the region, we're seeing temperatures going to warm up to about 62 degrees, specifically here in Spokane. Looks like the temperature map isn't necessarily working today, so I know just in my brain that those temperatures are going to be in the low 60s for today. That is a little bit above average, but our temperatures drop pretty significantly tomorrow by about 10 degrees. So enjoy the warm and dry with the wind today, because by tomorrow and Sunday, we end up wet and rainy.
Let's take you live now outside to I-90 in Jefferson as we get a live look at the traffic impact this morning. Nothing to report at this hour. Everyone is off to a great start. So if you're headed out the door right now, you should be A-OK. We'll keep a close eye on traffic, let you know if there's any slowdowns, and show you live pictures here on Up with KREM. Breaking overnight, Alaska Airlines is working to get flights back on schedule this morning after an outage grounded Alaska flights for 7 hours.
The airline said its system came back online around 11:30 last night, but hundreds of flights had already been canceled or delayed. We are still seeing issues this morning, including here at the Spokane International Airport. This is a live look from there right now. You can see how long those lines are at the Alaska counter. We have counted at least 6 flights that are canceled or delayed so far just today. The airline says passengers should check their flight status before heading to the airport.
KREM 2's Brandon T. Jones has been at the airport all morning long. He joins us now live with an update. So Brandon, you were seeing some of those long lines. What are you hearing from passengers? Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Tim, Nicole. Well, typically at this point, you would see that morning rush from here at the Spokane Airport start to kind of dwindle down. That's not the case here with Alaska, though. So I'll just kind of hop out in front of the camera. I'll get behind things, give you an idea of what I'm seeing here in Spokane right now. But these lines definitely have been rather long as I kind of pan around. I apologize if it's a little bit shaky, but kind of making our way back, and you can see just how actually lengthy the lines are here in Alaska right now. I'll see if I can do a quick zoom in for you as well. Been able to speak with quite a few travelers here throughout the morning. Some have told me, you know, they're going to Costa Rica, others going across the country as well. But for the most part, everyone just kind of having to ultimately pack that patience. Right now, we hear that cliche, that, you know, that old time statement all the time. When you come to the airport to pack your patience, of course, you're never really preparing for some of the delays that quite a few of these individuals have run into this morning and then also yesterday as well. But again, spoke with a few of the travelers. Take a listen to what one of them has been experiencing.
Our flight ultimately got delayed, and then got rebooked, and then we missed our connection. But then ultimately, I think the flight that we were supposed to catch in Seattle was canceled. And so then they rebooked us for tomorrow or today. So we went home for about 3 hours, and then we're back at the airport. Now we find out that our flight is delayed and we'll probably miss our connection. So we're just trying to figure out any way to get to DC at this point.
So although that IT outage has officially kind of come to an end, according to Alaska, they do say, hey, if you have to, you know, fly today, even throughout the course of this week, and make sure you're checking online. And then as a result of the IT outage, if you're an affected passenger, they're also going to be providing hotel accommodations, arranging for ground transportation, providing meal vouchers, and also arranging for air transportation on another air carrier as well. So again, if you've got a flight on Alaska at any point this weekend, just make sure you're doing a double check, because you could potentially run into quite a bit of a delay. For now, live here at the Spokane International Airport, Brandon T. Jones, KREM 2 News.
Well, Washington State University says it is not responsible for the death of former student Sam Martinez. He died from fraternity hazing back in 2019.
The Martinez family argues WSU knowingly let the tragedy happen, but the school says they can't control what happens off campus. Sam was a freshman at WSU when he died of acute alcohol poisoning as a result of a hazing event at Alpha Tau Omega. The Washington State Supreme Court heard oral arguments yesterday, deciding if the school can be held liable for Sam's death. Their ruling will determine if the case goes to trial.
They're going to have meetings, they're going to have clubs, they're going to meet off campus. This is a private residence where the university does not have any power to go to, observe, or be at.
If it was an organized activity, and I use that term loosely, by the fraternity, and they knew, and that it involved hazing and minor pledging, yes, they had the authority to do it anywhere.
The Martinez family says the hearing is long overdue, but are relieved the case is now getting the court's attention. This November election, Washingtonians will only see one statewide measure on the ballot. It's the amendment 8201.
That would give the Washington State Investment Board the permission to invest part of the state's long-term care fund. A similar measure was on the 2020 ballot, but voters did not pass that one. Supporters say this time is different, though. They say Washingtonians are more familiar with the long-term Washington Cares program and its benefits.
It's important that people be able to access the essential components of long-term care and home health care that they need. This affects people in every corner of the state. It affects people in various demographics.
People who are against the measure say investing the money is too much of a risk.
Well, it'd be nice if you got great returns and build that fund up. But again, you're putting money at risk, and especially money that's been entrusted to the state on the taxpayers' behalf. It just needs to be there.
The Washington State Actuary Office says if the measure is approved, investing part of the money could increase the fund by almost $200 billion by 2077. We reached out to the Washington State Investment Board to clarify what % of the reserve fund they would invest. We have not heard back. And this is just one of the votes on the ballot for the Inland Northwest. We will have full election night coverage streaming on KREM 2+. You can download and watch on your TV for free. Well, we've got your weekend What's Up this morning, looking at events happening across the Inland Northwest for the next few days.
Yeah, first up is the Halloween Hustle. That sounds fun. There's a Halloween-themed fun run in Coeur d'Alene on Sunday morning. You can choose between running a half marathon, hopefully we're training, all the way down to a 5K. I bet some people could be like, yeah, let's go run a half.
Definitely.
That is not me. Okay, they will also have a kids run for the little ones, and they're asking everyone to wear costumes.
Inland Empire Spice is doing a Witch and Wizard tea crafting event. It is Saturday from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. You'll be able to create your very own potion or tea blend. It's $8 for every ounce of tea leaves that you make, which is a good amount of tea.
Innovation High School is doing a haunted house tonight from 6 to 10 p.m. It's $5, and they have several different scare levels depending on how much you want to be spooked. The school's theater department is putting on, so you know it is going to be good.
And if you want to hear some ghost stories about Spokane, head to the Rockwood Event Center on Sunday at 2 p.m. I'm sure you can guess a theme here. We're talking a lot about Halloween, right? Well, they're doing an event called Spokane Legends and Ghost Stories. It costs $18, and they will have stories of tyrants, cemeteries, serial killers, and werewolves.
The Northtown Mall is doing a pet costume party on Saturday. It starts at noon, so bring your pets down to compete for some prizes. The stage will be by the Halloween Express. This is going to be so cute.